Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Carson.
And today we are watching Haikyuu Season 2, Episode 6. What happened last time?
Last time, Hinata is feeling a little bit frustrated about his plateau in development. He's hitting a bit of a wall, and now he is contacting Coach Ukai to hopefully find a way around that or over that wall. Or the coach. Well, no, I think he'll find a solution to it. I was gonna say, or the coach might just be like, you know what? There's nothing I can tell you. You gotta figure that out for yourself.
No, the coach has been thinking about it for himself, so it makes me think that they're gonna come up with some kind of plan together.
I wonder what it'll be.
I don't know, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to support the official release. Come here to see what we have to say, our reaction, our review. Don't come here to watch the show for free. But you can like and subscribe and check out our Patreon to get a week ahead on these reactions. Let's go. Yeah. Where are we going, Coach?
Oh, are they going to see his fucking grandfather who is visiting? Oh, never mind. Oh, maybe. When he was a kid, he was abused by his dad, Oikawa, and now he can never... He's just passing that on to the next kid. Yeah, what is he doing there? Oikawa. Toru. What is he doing? Are they volunteering?
I think he's teaching the kids.
It's him. He's basically going to meet Yoda at this point. The
I don't know
teacher's
why I
teacher.
thought he was dead. Well,
Maybe he was. Maybe he was, and he rose from the grave because he's so good at volleyball.
He was in the hospital, so that's
why he retired.
That's why I must have confused it.
Yeah, we get to see the teacher of teachers in this.
Who's now gone full circle and is teaching children. He's like Gordon Ramsay out here. He was like a really hard coach, but then now that he's teaching children, he's just very encouraging, like how Gordon Ramsay shits on everyone, and then if they're kids, then he's like, wow, this is excellent.
Sure.
I was trying to relate to something you like. You love Gordon Ramsay.
I would have said something more like Jiraiya or like, I don't know, Yoda. I don't even like Star Wars, but I feel like it's a better comparison than whatever the hell you just did there.
Every time I see that watermelon,
you're just like,
I just know that
women belong preparing food.
No,
exactly. The show's so true.
I'm like, no watermelon I will ever eat in my life will compare to the flavor of that watermelon in this opening that doesn't even exist.
Kind of feel sad for you, not gonna lie, if that's what you think. And they weren't even talking about the volleyball team. They were just talking about this old man who keeps crows locked up in his attic.
Ooh. The reincarnation.
A lot like the fourth Hokage. That's not a waste. Yes.
The kid's just like... So bad. Exposed.
then at least know what's going on with your team. Have you learned nothing at all? I'm glad somebody said it.
Yeah.
I'm glad somebody
Someone
said
who
it.
he respects and is, you know. His phone case matches his outfit.
Make it your back. Oh!
It's blurry.
That's why you never hit the volume button to take the picture. It shakes
So
the
you
whole
never
phone.
get a kid to take a picture.
I love the Japanese onomatopoeias. It's funny. I get what he said. Chibi-ske? These kids are just animals. They're fucking demons on the court. Oh my god!
You just jumped too high because of the net's so low.
Oh.
Yeah, then he can, based on himself, he can then slow it down and catch any of them.
But he has to slow it down.
And get the timing of the start.
It's just up to him whether he can, like... Yeah. Because the speed, yeah. If they lose the speed, then it's going to be a challenge whether it's even worth it. Is he gonna go get fucking Kageyama right now?
Yeah.
He's literally going to get him right now. Peels right out of there.
Off to kidnap a child! Busts into his house, cries out. Just runs him over, throws him in the back.
Get him a fucking car! I'm at your shop.
I don't really want to come with you, actually.
A toss that stops? Oh, the lights set up so they could play at night.
I thought he was gonna bring him back. I guess they're just gonna train them apart. Or like warm him up to the idea.
お前の変人速攻の時の打点を通過するトスだ。でもそこを止めるんだよ。打点のところで。
If you're just telling me to slow it down, I guess I could do that. It's pretty boring. Okay.
今までみたいに勢いそのまま通り過ぎるんじゃない。打点付近で勢い殺す。
Yes, kill it. Isn't this more just like normal setting? Like, isn't this what normal setting is? But the cool shit is that they do it the way that they do it? I guess this is the kind of thing.
The whole thing before was that no one could hit his stuff because he kept giving them crazy shit all the time.
Yeah, because he expected something more advanced. So they were doing something more advanced, and now they're going back to learning the basics, I guess. You're scary. You're scaring me, lady. Look all pretty.
He wants to get better at his serving.
Him serving would be insane.
Yeah.
With that power.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like if he can pull that off.
Yeah.
Then that's something.
But like him specifically, I'm saying like his skill set would work good for that. Sure. Tosses. Wait, what? Oh shit. Right. Nice.
Nice.
This
I
is
like
cool.
to see what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, they hadn't really talked about it before.
He's still on Dagobah. I bet he's gonna like learn some shit and improve, and then he's gonna call him by his name.
Nice. I like how it goes in the bush.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good detail.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah. One of the best coaches in the country.
Hey, you gonna do anything?
You wanna come with, or you just gonna?
I'm gonna be a sulky.
Ooh, montage. Oh, montages are the best in the show. The montages are always really good.
This is some garden.
I think he's just working. This is where his grandson was working all the time.
Shrimpy to Shrimpo. That's
oh shit!
Oh, it's just for
The
the
last
other
the last
practice.
training camp, yeah. Summer vacation. I think the way that their years split up, it's more like spring break for them this summer. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, there's something.
I don't know. Their school years are all fucked.
We need freaking Suki to do. We need
Step up.
your arc. Come on.
Yeah. I need you to be something.
Your friend is like begging you to have a main character moment.
Yeah. If you want to be a nobody background character, then stop dragging so much of the spotlight. Stop sulking. What did you think of that one?
This episode is so good. I loved seeing that everyone else was working on stuff as well, because we were very dialed into Hinata's perspective.
Yes.
For a minute there. Just when the show had kind of got very broad and like not all about the main character, we kind of zeroed back in for this next bit of development here. So that was nice. I also just love that they're being taken seriously and getting the help that they need, and everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and then they're gonna bring it all together at the practice match, and I'm guessing whatever works, and if something doesn't, then it's not the end of the world. So it's just, I don't know, it's an inspiring moment to see everyone trying their hardest, and the promotion from Shrimpy to Shrimpo. You can tell he's really making progress.
Indeed. Yeah, this episode there wasn't much to react to, but that's not to say that it was a slow or a bad episode. It's just like there's just this like bubbling tension and like unsuredness. Like there's a bit of worry and a bit of hope and I don't know. I guess hope. Yeah. Like I'm just like I want them to learn. I want them to get better. But I'm afraid they're not going to in time. I don't know. Like it's just
2 days left.
It's just a good, steady, consistent level of training. Really quick. It was all in one episode, but it's a really satisfying thing to see. But it's not. I feel bad, like, when I feel bad saying, like, there wasn't much to react to, or, like, it's not, like, very reaction heavy or worthy or anything. But I mean that in, like, I really enjoyed settling into this and I felt really invested the whole time, and really invested in their progress and seeing how everyone was going, and, like, learning. There's a lot of learning, and the characters are learning, and I feel like I'm learning along with them, and it feels like it requires a lot more focus to, like, really get in the mindset of everybody. So
I also
it was really welcome.
The fact that Oikawa knew better about like who was actually in control of those attacks, because his whole deal was that he's not like a genius man who's like so incredibly like the best setter you've ever seen. His whole deal is making the spikers be the best that they can be. So of course, as someone who like that is what you're bringing to the table, he knows like who is in control and like where to put the ball exactly where they want, not where he wants.
Right.
Because Kageyama was like, oh, I'm the one, you know.
I'm not gonna lower my level for everyone else, because everyone should be striving to be where I'm at, and it's not my fault if you don't hit the ball, because I'm hitting it perfectly. I literally couldn't hit it better. But that's not true, because a perfect ball is one that actually scores a point. Yeah. So you're not hitting it better. Your job is not to be the biggest dick on the court. It's to allow other people to shine or bring the best out of your team. And the only reason that he's like, my sets are perfect. It's like the only reason your sets are perfect and are scoring a lot of points is because you finally found somebody who can take your shit. It's not, you couldn't do this with anyone else, so don't act like you're just this one-man army out there and everyone needs to conform to you, because that's exactly what you did before, and look how that turned out.
I like Noya doing some sets I kind of forgot about that we saw before.
I forgot that too, but that was a really badass thing.
Yeah.
That was really fucking cool.
If he can pull that up, and the spiking as well for Asahi being able to spike. Oh yeah, sorry, serving, which is the perfect thing for him to like try out as well.
Yeah.
It's, you know, taking that to the next level. He already has the power in that overhand swing.
Yeah.
And he can jump as well. So if just getting that from farther back and dialing that in could be really big, because a lot of the other team, like, being able to make their team more well-rounded, but not just stable and well-rounded, like to the next level,
Yeah.
and everyone has one power move,
Adding new
or even
things to
two
the
power
roster.
moves that can just surprise everyone. You can do more than one thing.
Yeah.
Is huge.
It's big.
It's exciting, and it's cool to see sort of like leveling up or taking your ability to the next level in a volleyball show. So like they're not learning some new crazy new jutsu, or like the next level up from this. You know what I mean? But they are learning new things, and I don't know. It's just cool.
What's cool with the Hinata Kageyama situation is they both like started to sort of rot on the vine. They needed to come off and separate and see what they could do without the other person, because they got really settled into their rhythm and their the way that they play. So much so that all the development that Kageyama was having, he was forgetting that. He was forgetting like the road that he's been on, and all the things that he's learned about how to be a good setter, and all the things that he learned from Oikawa in the past and everything, to the point where he literally had to seek out Oikawa and learn the lesson directly from him, the same shit that he already learned before. And with Hinata, he was already it's a very similar thing, where he was already the newbie who didn't know anything and who couldn't do anything, and then he had a lot of rapid development and learned a lot of stuff, and got to the point where with Kageyama he could be like the fucking star of the court, and he could really, and you know, being a decoy and shit like that, but he really found his place, and he found the thing that he's really good at. It finally clicked for him. But he, in a way, both of them coming together, they both raised each other up, but they also being together prevented themselves, each of them, from growing at all. So,
because if they're working as the team, the best thing they can do as the team is the crazy quick attack, and well, we're not going to beat that. So,
but what's interesting is that because of that, Hinata was depriving himself of the ability to learn basic like spiking shit of like, oh, I need to, you know, if I hit it at this angle, or like he didn't even know how to do with that. He didn't even know how to like hit a ball that wasn't perfect. He couldn't do it, and that's like a basic thing that he needs to know, and he didn't even get the opportunity to learn that because he sort of got caught up with what he was doing with Kageyama. So it's interesting that they both, after stepping away, have to learn the most basic shit, and then when they come back together, they'll probably be
like
even better.
these like literal children know how to do the sets that Kageyama's doing right now, and the spikes that Hinata's doing. So it's just it is interesting, really dialing it back, because they were doing some crazy shit that no one else can do. But what's the point in doing something that no one else can do if you can't even like? You also need the foundation and the basics, and to be able to do anything under any circumstances, because if they both love volleyball so much and they want to keep playing after high school, what are the chances that they'll be on the same team?
They're building from like no foundation. It's like they skipped the first like floor and then started building from there, rather than like building a literal foundation and building up from that, whereas everyone else that they're fighting against has that foundation, has strengthened it, and and then from there is adding to their skill set. But if you're gonna try and add to your skill set when you don't know the basics, it's all just gonna crumble and fall apart, which is what's happening right now. So, and this is what they're learning. So then you have to take a step back and reevaluate. It's like in Star Wars, the way in in A New Hope, Luke is like using the Force and he doesn't really understand it. And he ends up saving the day and destroying the Death Star, but then he has to go and train with his master's master and learn the basics, because he can, do amazing. You can do amazing things with whatever power that you're granted, but if you don't learn how to control it or learn the basics of it and how to evolve, then you're never going to move past your initial highs. So.
And it was also because they were so talented originally that it was kind of deemed unnecessary or a waste of time to go back and do the basics. And like that was also part of the problem. It's like they were like, oh well, you're already doing this, so but like anyone can do that other thing. So what's the we don't need you to do that. And it's just too bad. So I'm glad for the old man coach for like coming back in and like
wait, what's his name?
Coach Ukai, but there's two of them now.
Senior.
So he just beat the shit out of his grandson and is like, finally you're smartening up and bringing a real coach in.
Yeah.
I really like it. It was fun, but I think we should just move on to the next one and see what happens when all of this comes together, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you like and subscribe. Please check out our Patreon to get a week ahead if you want to, and see you next time. Bye-bye.